time, and look who is here. Put a smile on your face, and that's a good thing.
Smile.
Because it's time for a great smile. Dr. Steffany always is here from Plaza Dental Group, and we're going to talk about something that a lot of people still have to this day, no matter how old you get.
A lot of people.
We're talking about the fear of dentists and going to the dentist. Is there a
Pretty much,
phobia?
if you're watching, I'm talking to you.
Yeah. Is there a phobia for that, like dental phobia?
Dental phobia.
Yeah,
dental phobia. Absolutely. You know what? I mean, there is not a day that goes by that I don't have somebody come in shaking or crying or just people. I mean, we're adults, so we kind of try to hide it pretty well. You know, we're supposed to cover up that stuff. We're not supposed to be like kids and just like cry.
Just bawl.
Or what, right, exactly. But they do, I mean, like, bless their sweet little hearts. I mean, they're scared, and I don't blame them. I mean, a lot of times, I mean, there's this whole combination of things, right? So there's bad experiences from when they were a kid or a teenager or even like an early adult. I mean, or even later. There's bad experiences that people have had. There are, gosh, all sorts of other things. Fear of, like kind of claustrophobia comes into it because people, somebody's coming down over your face a little bit.
You have the light right in your face.
Right, fear of pain. A lot of people have fear of the cost, and the cure for that is to be very upfront with people, about what something's going to cost, and a lot of people have a fear of the cost because they don't have insurance. That's, it's really interesting about dental insurance. This is not something that we plan to talk about, but dental insurance is less and less effective for what you need. I mean, it pays for part, and it's supposed to, and that's great. But a lot of times people end up spending during the year about the same amount on the insurance as what the insurance will pay out for them, or more. They actually spend more to pay for the insurance than they get back in benefits, which is kind of sad. I mean, so they're paying more to get less, which is too bad. But a lot of lots of fear things: fear of pain, fear of cost, fear of long-term problems, fear of losing their teeth. Fear, I mean, just lots of things, and it's super prevalent.
It used to be fear of that gigantic needle that you used to have.
Fear of needles.
Yeah, because there were some that they'd be rooting around in there for a while trying to do something, and that was definitely, obviously, a fear.
Yeah, absolutely. So, many people like myself, we go to dental school and don't realize the extent of that, and then you get into a career where people come in every day and say, "I hate you," or "I hate what you do."
There isn't a class or a chapter when you go to dental school.
There is not a class for that. There should be a class for that. But it's a little. It's you have to adapt to it a little bit to find out. How do I manage this for people, because I don't have a psych degree, and I don't have, and a lot of it's just compassion, and a lot of it's just talking to people, talking them through it. But realistically, many things that we do, we use laughing gas or nitrous oxide.
You still do that? Okay.
Heck yeah. Yeah.
After work every day?
No. I actually don't like
it.
It makes me feel a little claustrophobic to have something kind of over. I mean, it doesn't go over your mouth, obviously, but it goes over your nose, and I don't like that feeling. But I mean, a lot of people like that over. Having it takes the anxiety level down, and that's why people like nitrous oxide. It makes them feel more relaxed. It makes them feel not laughing gas, but I mean happier. There's medications that people can take before they come in. We have a really amazing thing that we use called New Calm, that actually is a system that it's a natural system that takes people from a sympathetic state, the fight or flight, kind of a freaked out lion chasing you, heart racing, that kind of thing, from that state to a parasympathetic state, which is just a relaxed state, kind of that state right before you fall asleep at night and that kind of thing. So taking you from a highly anxious state to a relaxed state, it's very natural. It's really cool. We have people use that for no cost, which is, and medications are low cost and that kind of thing. So I mean, a lot of that kind of thing that people really think, well, I just have to buck up, and we're told that as kids, just deal with it. Just
How sturdy are your armrests on your dental chairs? Because
they have been tested.
They have been tested.
Really?
Grip onto
people
them?
grip onto. Oh yeah, you'll see people with white knuckles, gripping onto them.
I mean, I have friends.
Nobody should have to feel like that.
They're scared. Let's say you're one of those people that you're coming into the dentist. You know you have to. There's something you have to get fixed, or you should do your checkups. You know you should.
Right. So the normal.
Do you be upfront about it? Do you come on? you're like, I'm
Yes.
scared to death. What can I do?
Absolutely, because if you don't tell us, we can't fix it.
True.
You know? I mean, so a lot of people, I mean, the general way that it happens when people come in and they're, you know, scared is, you know, they'll pace outside the door for a while, and then they finally get the courage to come in, and then we just sit down and we talk about ways that, you know, normally like a first visit with us is just sitting down and having a conversation about how we can take care of what you need in the most comfortable way possible, and that's just a conversation. I mean, there's nothing pokey or scary or anything like
This
that.
new relaxation thing you were talking about.
Yeah.
What do you have to go through to do that? Is it a drug or what is it?
No, it's not a drug. That's what's so great about it. It's natural. There's a cream that's kind of like a relaxing cream, and then you put headphones, and it's a kind of a system that you put on that kind of like
sensory type thing.
It's a sensory thing. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. Yeah.
Interesting.
So, I mean, there's lots of ways to help. I mean, you know, the thing about it is, and I tell patients this all the time, if you're more relaxed, it helps me. I mean,
Right.
you know, to do a better job for you and to help you just enjoy. I mean, like, people actually do enjoy visits to the dentist. I mean, a lot of people know they like having their teeth cleaned, and they like the way that feels and all, but a lot of people just don't. And so if you don't, there's lots of ways to fix it and to help. And I think that's something that people just assume, and then so they avoid coming at all. I mean, statistically, 50% of the people in our country avoid the dentist in the course of a year, and most people only go when they're in pain, and they only go when they have a problem.
When
I mean,
they have to.
There are people that, you know, they go because their wife said they had to, or you know, that kind of
He's
stuff.
pointing at you, Jason.
I did point at
I
you.
go.
Yeah, I know.
Hi,
No.
your office is like a spa. I like.
I was
going
going to
there.
say, you've always said find the office that works for you as well. Don't
Yeah.
go to someone just because you feel like you have to.
Yeah, and you know what? Or don't go to somebody that intimidates you, or don't go to somebody. I mean, go where you do feel comfortable, because
Right.
comfort in a dental office is possible for pretty much everybody. I mean, you know, whether it involves taking medication or whether it involves, you know, using the new calm or whatever, it really is possible, because I've seen people that come in that are pacing and crying and, you know, really freaked out, and they enjoy it. They actually enjoy coming in.
All right, one final question for you
Yeah.
this morning. Okay, when you go to school for dental school, do they have a class to teach like hygienists and dentists when to ask you questions, when they have instruments in your mouth for you to answer?
I think that's just instinctive.
Oh,
I don't
is it?
think they have to teach that. No.
But I think you learn
Never
over time
fails.
how to understand people when they answer.
A little bit,
Yeah.
yeah. It's pretty easy to understand.
That's
after a
fine.
while.
All right, so people want to experience your place,
Yeah.
which, as Jason said,
It
is
is.
like
It's
a
like
spa.
a spa. Everyone is so nice. It's like
Yeah.
a spa. They pick the music you want to listen to. They do everything to make you feel.
Oh, they all take the NO2. That's why they're so nice.
Yeah. DMsmiles.com is the easiest way to find us.
Wonderful. Dr. Steffany, good to see you. Thank you so much.